Hi, it's Bill Ahid here with my friend Mr. Tim Hicks, who's a fellow Profit Warriors. We're at the head office of Profit Warriors. Tim happened to be coming down. He's out there filling ATM machines and talking to different bars, nightclubs, and convenience stores and volleyball places about ATMs. It seems we just caught him for just a couple minutes to sit down and talk with him about his business and his experiences. And Tim is an inspiration to many. He does a lot of different things. Not only is he a successful businessman, he's also an entrepreneur extraordinaire and is a person who gives back to the community and does a lot of things for his fellow man. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, good.
What an introduction. I'm loving it.
Oh, cool. So you're just coming down. We're here in St. Catharines, Ontario. It's a little cool outside right now.
Indeed, it is. Very, very chilly.
We're here in Ontario, Canada, just which is about 15 minutes away from the Niagara Falls border. For anybody who's listening in, either on television networks that we're on or on the internet, and that is probably what 20 minutes from Buffalo.
20 minutes from Buffalo.
20 minutes for the American clients that we have. We're about 20 minutes from Buffalo.
Indeed.
Yes, and so and interestingly enough, we are closer to the Buffalo airport than we are to the Toronto airport.
Toronto, Ontario, correct. That's right.
So we're sort of, although we're Canadian citizens, we get over the border for the good prices on milk. Milk. You want cross-border shopping? Listen, nothing's anything wrong with that. But I'm a father of five. Milk. If you can get milk on sale, chicken. Americans, I love your chicken. I love your milk. They got good deals. Okay, so we're here to talk to Tim about Tim's business, not about milk.
Sure.
Okay, so now we have, just happened to come in, I had a shirt here. Are you picking this shirt up, Tim? Is that the deal? This is a Profit Warrior shirt. Now you happen to have the same type of shirt on there, Tim.
I do indeed.
Yes.
Actually, I have my Profit Warrior shirt. Typically, I wear those at a trade show. When we're out doing trade shows, I like to wear this shirt. People are often asking me what that's all about, so I'm happy to tell them what Profit Warriors is and what they're all about. And I think this is what our conversation today is for.
What is Profit Warriors all about? You tell me what Profit Warriors all about.
Well, actually, Profit Warriors is it's huge as far as what they do. But primarily today, I just want to talk to you about the ATM part of it.
Okay.
And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. But
why just the ATM? Why just the ATM part? There must be something else we'd like to. You know what I'd like to talk about? Forget the ATM.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about Tim Hicks.
You want to talk about me?
Yeah, I don't bring you down to talk about ATM. Who cares about ATM?
Okay.
But what the most important thing is we want to talk about is Tim Hicks.
Okay.
Who's Tim Hicks?
Tim Hicks. Tim Hicks. Well, I could start way back when. A little bit of history about me is I am a general machinist. I'm a tool and die maker. I went to school. I got my apprenticeship. I went through all that fun stuff, and I wasn't satisfied with that, to be quite honest with you. So when I was introduced to Profit Warrior, we have to get back to the ATM machine here. That's really where it all began.
Are we going to talk about ATMs again?
We're not going to talk about ATMs.
Okay,
but I'm saying that's where everything began. So,
okay.
Tim Hicks, what does Tim Hicks do? So he's a machinist, he's a tool and die maker, he's a home handyman kind of guy. There's not much I can't do as far as around the house is concerned. What else do I do? That's primarily what I do if we're not talking about ATM machines here today. So
Okay, to help you, it seems like everybody with the studio audience, maybe we would do some clapping, but since we don't have a studio audience today, no clapping, please. I have here, there's a letter. I'm not sure. This is a letter that was written in regards to your history, business statistics. I don't think it does you justice. I understand that you do a lot of volunteer work.
Oh, I do.
In the local community.
Indeed.
You give back. You care. You care. You don't care.
No, I do care.
Okay. So you care.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
So where is the value in somebody? Profit Warriors. You got a shirt by the name of Profit Warriors. What does Profit Warriors, for some people, I would say, well, Profit Warriors, that's a pretty aggressive name, a pretty aggressive word. You're fighting for profits. What are you doing? You killing people for profits? You out there like you're hurting people? Is that what you do, Profit Warriors? So what does the word Profit Warriors mean to you? Are you out there killing people? It's okay, give me your money and you kill them? Is that what you do?
Profit Warrior primarily is we're out there helping the merchant to make a profit. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. If we can't go out there and help a merchant make a profit, we're not there to be a hindrance. We're there to be a help. And the word warrior means it's just you're taking it to that one step further. You're not just a profit wussy. You're a profit warrior. You're out there to
So you mean you're not the epitome of greed. out there stealing people and hurting people and stealing from people and killing people so that you can gain profit.
On the contrary.
Oh, okay. Because you can see how somebody's a profit warrior. Are you kidding me? What are you guys like? Oh, it's like, what are you? You're looking for trouble. Is that what you're saying?
We're not looking for trouble.
So what are you looking for?
We're looking to help merchants make money.
Okay.
That's bottom line. That's really what it is.
Profit warrior.
Profit warrior.
Help people make money. And why is that important? Why is it important to help people? Okay. Why is it important to help other people make money? Why is that important?
When you show me somebody out there who doesn't want to make money, and you have a rarity out there. Everybody out there is wanting to make money.
Right.
And we're there to assist people in making money. That's what Profit Warrior does.
Okay, here's $1 million question.
Okay.
You're out there making everybody money. How do you make money? Like, what's in there for you?
Well, I mean, there's always a small percentage that comes back to myself for helping people make money.
So you get a piece of the action.
I get a small piece of it.
Now I understand. So you make money by helping other people make money. Yeah, that's sort of what it is.
That's it.
Okay,
that's it.
I get it. All right. And so tell me more. So now I understand what that's profit work. So you make money by helping other people make money. So how do you do that? How do you do that? I'm in. Sign me up. Okay, help me make money. So if I'm a guy out there, I'm a merchant. I'm a person. I say, listen, Tim, help me. You're in the Niagara area, right? So if I own a convenience store, predominantly you deal with merchants only, or do you deal with other people? Like if I'm a student, we have a Brock University, beautiful. Oh, go Brock University! I'm not only Brock is near and dear to my heart. Also, hey, Niagara College, gotta love them. So if I'm a student from Niagara College or Brock University going through second year, maybe psychology, business, otherwise, can you help me? Is there anything that you have that you can help me? Or do I have to be in business now? Or like, who do you help? Who do you help? I know that maybe profit warriors, but who do you personally help?
Well, I first of all, I do help merchants by making money.
Come in a little bit closer. I don't bite you. Hey, okay, so I want to get close to you just to make sure we're not out of the picture here. So go ahead. So you help. Who do you help?
Well, first of all, help merchants by making money.
Right.
Now, we do have to talk about the ATM business, the enterprise.
Oh, we're getting back to the ATM? Okay, go.
Well, that's primarily where I'm focused here at Profit Warrior. So with the ATM enterprise that we have happening out there, merchants actually make money by using our machines.
Okay. And how does that work?
Well, pretty much what happens is every time there's a transaction, the merchant will actually get paid for every transaction that's put through on an ATM machine.
And why would a merchant want an ATM machine?
Why would they want that? Oh, well, actually, there's several reasons for that. Good question. First of all, it will increase your traffic flow. People will want to come in there and use your ATM machine, especially if there isn't a bank or another one that's close by. So people come in, so it increases the traffic flow to begin with. And chances are...
There you heard it, people. Traffic flow.
Traffic flow.
Increase traffic flow. All right, so that's good. What else?
Increase traffic flow. And once again, when the machine is actually used, a successful transaction, there's a portion of that actually goes to the merchant himself or herself.
All right. Mm-hmm. And that's back to Tim Hicks. The reason that you obviously got a great history. You're a giver, a philanthropist, from what I understand. You invest your time and your money into things that matter. But getting back to this ATM, so you decided to get involved in the ATM business just because it helps you with that purpose?
Well, certainly it does help me with that purpose, and quite frankly, I like to go out and I like to meet people and talk with people. So, I mean, there's a number of places that I actually go to service and or fill the machines. So you develop a rapport with these people, and it's always good to go in and say hello, Jim or Sally or Frank or whoever the case might be. And you really do develop a good rapport with these people. So I enjoy doing that as well too.
All right. So give me an example of how you make money. So you help somebody else make money. How did you give me an example of how you helped someone else make money and you made money at the same time?
No, we're referring to the ATM industry as well.
I'm gonna let you loose. If you keep coming back to this ATM machine, I'm just cut you because it seems like that ATM machine is just ingrained in your DNA.
Well, it is. You know, let me start off by telling you a little bit about my story here. When I first saw it, I loved the concept. It was wonderful, but I was a little bit skeptical as to how this is going to all, how is it going to work. So, bottom line is this: I purchased a machine. It was placed for me. It was in Newfoundland, which is several kilometers down the road. I don't go visit the machine on a daily basis. That's for sure.
That's Newfoundland, Canada.
Newfoundland, Canada. That is the East Coast. You don't get any more east than that in Canada.
Love you, Newfies. Newfoundland. Love Newfoundland. Good news. Okay, carry on.
So I purchased a machine. It was placed in Newfoundland, and I was receiving residual income on a monthly basis. It's based per transaction.
How much?
So it's 75 cents a transaction is what I received. Did very well, that machine. I have no complaints with that whatsoever.
What was your worst month? Other than zero. What was the absolute worst you ever had?
The worst month I think I had was about 312 transactions on that.
Okay.
And let me tell you what my best month was, which was in August. It did over 1,000 transactions in 1 month.
Oh, okay. All right. Now you receive, but you live here. How do you service that machine on Newfoundland?
Well, that's the beauty of that. I don't need to actually service the machine. There's people out there that are in Newfoundland that actually service the machine. I just own the machine. I was the owner of the machine,
right.
And everything is done electronically. So there's no check is in the mail, or gee, you didn't receive your money this month. That's all done through Interact, which is MasterCard, Visa. So I receive audited statements at the end of the month. This is the amount of money that should be in your account, and lo and behold, it matches up. So
it's like money magic.
Money magic. Not to mention,
there you go, money magic. Who likes money magic?
The merchant himself, he's making some money as well too. The cash filler was making some money. The owner makes some money. So, that's primarily how that works.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And so now what do you do?
Where
that was when you first got involved. So let's say what are you doing now? Like what's going on now? How many machines do you service now? And are they all in Newfoundland?
Actually, there's none in Newfoundland now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. So I do service machines here in the area. I fill cash machines here in the area as well, using my own money for that and getting paid well for that. Okay. And then the next step is I'm looking into doing the video screen advertising for machines.
Because there's some, we talked with you a while back, in the summertime, actually, we're at the volleyball tournament. That was fun. You were half naked. So I remember you were half naked running around there. We had NASA was there. We had the team that were down there. You had a mobile ATM machine with a video screen, and so that was. I think we had another interview we did with Tim. He had taken. Remember that?
I do recall.
I remember. Not last summer. It was last summer.
It was last summer.
Last summer. So we put the ATM
2013.
And so that's the type of stuff you're doing with that. So people go online, go to the website. I think there's an interview with Tim Hicks. Shows him at the volleyball outside sunshine, without a tie, without a suit, without a white shirt, and we're having fun at a volleyball tournament. And there's a coupon, video screen, advertising, a whole bunch of stuff going on, and whatever. That was fun.
I enjoyed myself. That was a good time.
All right.
Good weekend.
All right. So right now, here's a question for you. What do you want your business to look like when you're finished with it?
When I'm finished with I don't think I'm ever finished with my business. I mean, I'm always looking to try and make it grow and make it better. I think when you are content with the way things are, I think that's when you should break the wheel and try and reinvent it. If that's
better quote. Let's say 150 years from now, you're not going to be in business, and I'm not going to be in business either. And just for the world, for the universe, if you say, listen, if I could do it, sounds like you care. We've already established that. He's a great guy, love him to death. He's a great business partner, great friend, and more importantly, he has an amazing story, which really, in a few minutes, we really can't capture the whole story and all the beautiful, wonderful things you do. Almost you have a whole book that we could write and complete with the whole CDs and just you have a really amazing story. So the question is, how do you want to be remembered? Let's say, for instance, 150 years from now, people are going to be looking at, or maybe hearing about the Tim Hicks story. What would you like to tell the universe about who you are and why you do what you do, the purpose of Tim Hicks? And regardless of the ATMs is just a vehicle to get you there. But what would you like to say? Say, listen, guys, this is Tim Hicks. This is what I stand for. And to all the little kids in this world, what? What do you tell the kids? We'll tell the kids in the university.
I would say, you know what, this is what I get my biggest pleasure, is actually giving back to the community. I would like to be remembered as a person who gave back to the community. Perhaps you're aware of this, but I also am a Shriner as well. If you're familiar with what Shriners do, they actually are philanthropists, and they give money actually to children's hospitals, Shriners hospitals. We're actually building one here in Canada, in Quebec at the moment, so that should be up and running sometime soon. And there's several across the United States too. I've always been that way. I've always been in the community doing something. I belonged to a different service club prior to Shriner. It was actually Kinsmen and Canucks, for those of you who know that in Canada. It's not down in the States. So I did that for several years, and that's really where I get my biggest joy, is doing something and giving back to the community. That's how I'd like to be remembered. Yes.
So if I, in one sentence, or say in less than 2 sentences, what would be that message? So Tim Hicks is, or Tim Hicks was, 150 years from now, they're going to be flying out in space. One of the things you might be following up right now, they're looking at putting people on Mars. Was it 2003? You hear about that?
I haven't.
They're actually, you can actually, if you're a billionaire, I guess, you can go to Mars. Just imagine that, like in our lifetime, there are going to be people, I think there are already people on the moon. They're looking at, Chinese are colonizing the moon, looking at putting people on Mars, and I think the way that the business opportunity there is, if you have $1 billion, one in a bed, you'll have to be able to sacrifice your entire life. We're going to fly her to Mars, and you'll never ever see your home again, and you might not even make it after you invest $1 billion, and people are lining up to go to Mars. But they're going to hear your story. My goal or our hope might be that they hear your story. Are you going to Mars? Are you one of those guys lined up for Mars?
Wasn't planning to do that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not my itinerary.
All right. So the bottom line is that your story, you have an amazing story. We can capsulize your story is you invest your life into things that matter. The things do change, but more importantly, you're just a give back type of guy.
Indeed, I am.
Right.
Absolutely.
Any special words of wisdom to the kids in school? I talk a lot about kids, because kids, what happens with people like you, you're an inspiration. You probably don't know you're an inspiration. You're out there, you're helping merchants. You have, from what I understand of your testimonial, one of the things that you quoted, now upgrading my machine, ATM, oh my God, you just love this ATM stuff and the video stuff. That's okay, but put that aside. That's important. ATM machine, video screen is important, but not as important as this. This is the most important thing when I look at your story, in your book, as I call it. The most important thing, as I see here, is almost after a year watching my ATM business grow, I started doing my own service and cash filling, and with each step with Profit Warriors, I increased my bottom line, my profits, my fun level, and I've created some amazing long-term relationships with merchants and store owners. If I was to look at all the different things in that testimonial, or what you wrote, the thing that pops for me is fun level. I like that.
You like the fun level?
I like the fun level. And I've created amazing long-term relationships.
Yeah, well,
fun level.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing long-term. Tell me about fun level.
Fun level?
What do you mean by fun level?
Well, I guess for everybody it could be a little bit different as far as what fun level is considered. What do I consider my fun level? I suppose that's your question. Is that what you're asking?
What's your fun level?
Fun level. Well, I told you a little bit about myself, how I like to be out in the community. So fun level for me is once again, developing long-term rapport relationships with merchants and so forth, being able to go in and talk to these people, and you know, you're at a different spot every half an hour. You could be someplace else talking to somebody new. I really do like doing that, and quite frankly, just backing up, I think working in a factory-type environment is just the total opposite of that. So that, in my opinion, is a fun level, is to be able to go out into the community, talk to different people, and not be caught, you know, in the same four walls every day. That's a fun level for me.
You worked in a factory before. So in the factory, what you're saying, here's a factory work. It wasn't very fun. Some people love the factory. Hey, factory work, sometimes it's good. I love factory workers. We love factory workers. However, you have to have a certain mentality to be really good at being at the factory work job. So you came from a factory work job.
I did.
And it wasn't too fun? For you?
I can't say that it was.
Okay.
I can't say
well,
that.
I won't get into too many details with it. No, we won't name names, but it was not fun. So the fun now, what makes this fun versus factory? What are the elements?
Well, the elements are, number one, you can make your own hours. You know, you don't have to get off your ass at 7 o'clock when the whistle blows. It's like, okay, at noon the whistle blows. You know, didn't enjoy that at all. So number one, you can make your own hours. So if you have to work long and hard, which some days you do, that's fine and dandy. And some days, if you don't want to start until 9 o'clock in the morning, you can do that as well too. So I like the flexibility that's there. That's important, and just the flexibility, I suppose, is really what it boils down to. You know, some days you work long and hard, and other days it's not quite so bad. That's
What the other part I see, you know, I look at a lot of businesses. I see partnerships. People get into these businesses, marriages. This day and age, it seems like whatever every partnership, like a marriage, was it 54% divorce ratio? 54% of everybody who gets married gets divorced after, like, what is it, 4 or 5 years? Those are the stats. So I'm thinking, building how do you make long-term relationships? How do you create long-term relationships that are sustainable, that last?
don't get married to them.
Okay, so don't get married to anybody who's a merchant. You put an ATM machine into their store. Yeah. Don't marry them.
That's right.
Don't marry them. They have the contracts. I mean, we understand that there's 2-year contracts, 5-year contracts, 20-year contracts. I might have asked earlier, and but how do you get somebody to sign a 20-year contract with you?
Mm-hmm.
The way the sales I talked with one of your sales guys, just said, well, you know, basically what we're doing is we're going to give them a free machine, going to fill it with cash. We're going to take care of all the parts and service, and you're going to pay them like 40 cents a transaction. Or if they fill the cash, get $1 a transaction for the next 20 years. So is that the pitch?
That's the pitch
for the merchant.
I mean, wouldn't you like that? If you were a merchant, somebody came in and said to you, "Listen, Billy, this is what we're going to do for you.
Yeah,
we'll give you a free ATM
That sounds
machine."
too good to be true. I say, okay, so what are you going to give me? So you're the sales guy. I'm Billy's convenience.
Okay.
So try me. So I'm do Billy's convenience. Okay, and then you walk in the door. So what do you do?
Certainly. Well, once you establish that
knowing that you're not the sales guy, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
that's true. Well, once we establish that perhaps there is a need for an ATM machine, right. the goal at that point in time is to have the merchant understand exactly how it works. So I can pay you 40 cents a transaction. I can pay you $1 a transaction. Would you like to purchase the machine? Or would you like it for free? And essentially, that's one of the marketing strategies they have at Profit Warriors is, would you like a free ATM machine?
Free ATM.
Free ATM machine, and we'll pay you money or a residual income on top of that.
Okay, you got me twice. Okay, once, yeah, I like a free machine. Now, what do I got to take care of the parts and the service and the receipt paper and all that funny stuff?
Absolutely not.
Ooh,
absolutely
I'm sure to kiss you on the bottom of the list. Where do I kiss it? Okay, so number one, it doesn't cost me anything. So free means free.
Free means free.
Oh, okay, so that's free, and then you're going to pay me too.
Gonna pay. Think of it as paying rent.
Oh, okay, nice.
We'll pay some rent.
So I get a free machine. Don't have to worry about the parts service, and you're going to pay me. What's the catch? What's the catch? Because you know there's a catch.
Yeah, here's the catch.
Okay.
You actually have to unlock your door and put the open sign up. Can you do that?
I can do that.
You can do that. So there's your catch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm starting to like this ATM thing. Okay, free money, free machine, free. And you're gonna service me to death and pay me just because I got a good location.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, Tim. Special words of wisdom to anybody who might be interested in getting involved with Profit Warriors. What would you tell them?
I would say it's been more than awesome. I can say that initially I was a little bit skeptical, but now that I've been into it 3.5 years, I mean, the skepticism is totally aside, and I've jumped in with both feet, and I just wish I had done this at a much earlier age. That's my words of wisdom.
What would that age be? What's the perfect age? Okay, people remember this to the kids and to the adults. What's the perfect age, do you think? The perfect age to get involved with this, with Profit Warriors or business?
I would say as soon as I got out of school. So probably about 19 or 20 years old. If I had been introduced to this, I think my life would have been a lot different than it is today.